Spoiler alert for The Marvels. Marvel Studios' The Marvels was a flop. Oh my god. MCU's dying. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Ever since Endgame, the MCU has been god-awful. Oh boy, superhero fatigue is real. Oh my god. On a serious note, this was such an MCU movie. If there is a movie that personified the MCU, this would be it. Let me explain. Let's talk about what worked. Iman Vellani carried this movie into relevancy. Without her, the MCU would be doomed. Next to Iman Vellani, her family also provided the comic relief in this movie. I also felt like Nick Fury was an entirely different character compared to Secret Invasion, and this is a knock on the character. This is not a knock on the character. In the few moments where Fury appeared, his character actually worked. Teleportation can bring an entirely new dynamic to fight scenes, and I think that really worked in this movie. Every fight and training montage, I feel like I was really engaged. Alright, so what didn't work? Aladna. As soon as I saw the singing and dancing, I turned to Braxton and Jason, and I was like, what? Braxton was like, did we transition to a different movie? And I was like, yeah, what happened? I just don't think it needed to be in this movie. It could have just been I don't know, it's just like another planet. It doesn't have to have the singing, dancing. The cat scene also didn't work for me. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it was weird, but why? Braxton was like, how did we get here? What is happening? Iman Vellani's enthusiasm is just not matched with Brie Larson or Teyonah Parris. I feel like Maria Rambeau just had no character traits at all. She was smart and had a grudge with Carol, but after that, that's about it. She had like no prior relationship with Kamala, and even in the movie, she didn't really interact with her as much as Carol did. Plus, her grudge with Carol was over pretty quickly. Didn't really cause any problems or anything. Even though Iman Vellani was the star of the show, the fangirl routine did get a little stale towards the end, but I mean, it was really good. As for Brie Larson's Carol Danvers, Marvel Studios really just butchered her character in previous movies, so this movie was no different. I mean, for this movie, she wasn't at least stoic for 90% of the movie, like the first movie, but I mean, she did have some character development, I guess. I also feel like the first half of the movie was like all over the place. We really just jumped right into it, and I think while it did work, I think we also needed some time before the switcheroos to get like acclimated with like the tone of the movie. And after the first half of the movie, Nick Fury really didn't have anything to do. The only B plot we got was Goose's eggs, and even that seemed rushed. Speaking of rushed, Dar-Benn was a really rushed villain. And when I mean rushed, I mean not completed. Like there could have been more. I just needed a little bit more. I thought it was a really good concept of the villain, but we really didn't get any like clear motives on why she did what she did. She just kind of did stuff. Also, Kamala and Carol shooting Monica with energy felt like really convenient to me. I was like, there was no stuff to show that Monica could fix the holes in the jump points. Again, felt a little rushed. Let's now talk about the post-credit scenes. I'm excited that they're going the Young Avengers route because I think that could actually be kind of a good concept if they balance it right. Right now, most of the Young Avengers are young and snarky kids that are like the comedic relief of the old Avengers, like Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, and Cassie Lang. So to balance it out, I think they're going to need someone like Kate Bishop to bounce it out almost the serious side of it. So like we kind of saw that serious side in the post-credit scene, but I have faith that they'll do the right thing. Finally, the X-Men in a different universe really makes me think that we're slowly moving away from the Kang storyline and going more into the Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, Galactus side of things. Which I'm here for, by the way. As for my favorite thing in this movie, I think you guys could probably guess it. But Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan was amazing, and like I said before, carried the movie. As for the grade, I'm going to give it a 73, which I think is pretty reasonable again. Without Iman Vellani, this movie would be like a 63, though. And as for the next movie I'm going to review, it's going to be a prequel to one of the best trilogies ever.